Welcome to Personal Finance Deep Dives, where we hope you make your money work for you. Today, we're going after the one expense that is probably the biggest silent wealth killer in your entire budget. And no, it's not your mortgage, and it's not what you're spending at the grocery store. It is your daily commute.
Most people think about the cost of gas, right? Maybe an oil change here and there. But honestly, that is barely scratching the surface. So let's dive in and really peel back the layers on what could be the single biggest hidden expense in your life.
All right, let's start with what I call the tip of the iceberg. These are the costs you can actually see, the ones that are hitting your bank account every single month.
Okay, so you've got the usual suspects. Fuel, of course, extra oil changes, new tires, and that constant grinding depreciation that's turning your car into a less valuable asset with every single mile. These are the costs we expect, the ones we see, but they are just a drop in the bucket compared to what's really going on.
But now, let's look at the numbers they don't exactly put up on the sign at the gas station. This, my friends, is where the true financial heist is revealed.
So on average, the time you lose just commuting translates to nearly $10,000 a year in lost potential earnings. I mean, think about that. That's a luxury vacation, that's a huge chunk of a down payment for a house, or a serious boost to your retirement fund. Just gone. Vanished into thin air while you're sitting in traffic listening to the radio.
And think about it this way. Your 8-hour workday is basically a myth. If you've got a 1-hour commute each way, you're actually giving that job 10 hours of your life, but you're only getting paid for 8. That is an entire extra unpaid day of work you're putting in every single week. It's crazy.
And what if you're a couple? Well, if you and your partner both have a, not too bad 40-minute commute, that little decision could cost you $125,000 in lost wealth over a decade. Let that sink in. $125,000. That's the price tag on what most of us would call a reasonable drive to work.
This completely changes how you should think about buying a home. The data shows that for every single mile you live closer to work, you can justify paying nearly $16,000 more for a house. So a 10-mile shorter commute, that means you could afford a home that's $159,000 more expensive. It totally flips that whole drive till you qualify home buying strategy on its head, doesn't it?
That brings us to our first takeaway. Your commute is one of the biggest financial drains you have, and it operates like this invisible mortgage payment, a stealth tax on your income and your time. It's not just an expense, it's an active drain on your ability to build wealth.
But, the cost isn't just financial. Not even close. What do you think is the biggest casualty here? Your wallet? Think again. Your commute is actively, physically damaging your health and your relationships. I'm just gonna let this one sit there for a second. Researchers found that a commute of over 45 minutes makes a couple 40% more likely to get divorced. All that stress, the fatigue, the lost time you could have spent together, it has a real and pretty devastating impact. And you're not just losing time with your partner, you're losing your friends and your community too. Just 10 extra minutes in the car each way erodes your social life by 10%. It's a huge reason why so many of us feel so isolated. You get home, you're tired, and you just have too little time left to connect with the people who really matter. And the physical toll is just as grim. I mean, look at this list. Longer commutes are directly linked to all sorts of health problems, from anxiety and high blood pressure to obesity and chronic sleep deprivation. For every hour you commute, you lose about 13 minutes of sleep. It's just a recipe for total burnout. If this video is providing you value, please like, share, and subscribe to help our channel. Thank you so much.
That brings us to our next takeaway. The true currency of your commute isn't money, it's your life. You are literally trading precious hours with family and friends for stressful, unhealthy hours sitting alone in a car. Okay, I know that was a lot of doom and gloom, but here's the good news. You are not powerless in this situation. Let me explain how you can start taking your life back right now. So, the crucial point here is that you have options. Negotiating even 1 or 2 days a week from home can make a massive difference. And hey, the next time you change jobs or move houses, make proximity a non-negotiable priority. You have to treat your commute time with the seriousness it actually deserves. And if you want the ultimate life hack, really consider biking. It's not wasted time because it's also your daily exercise. You get to work and you get a workout in all at the same time, for free. You arrive energized instead of totally drained. It's a game changer. That brings us to our next takeaway. Making your commute a top priority isn't just some small lifestyle tweak.
It is one of the most powerful financial and life quality decisions you can possibly make. Period.
So let's do a quick recap. First, we revealed that your commute is basically an unseen thief stealing thousands of dollars from you every single year. Second, it's not just about the money. It's costing you your health and your relationships. And finally, and this is the important part, you can reclaim your life by strategically reducing or even eliminating it. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. What would you do with an extra 10 hours a week? I mean, really think about it. Would you learn an instrument? Start a business? Would you just be home for dinner with your family every single night? The choice is yours. That's all for now, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe for more like this.